Shocking. Macron partners with Boris Johnson to create a safe zone in Kabul without Biden. Emmanuel Macron appears to be cozying up to Britain and siding against US by signing up for a joint initiative to create a safe space in Kabul for humanitarian operations, despite the French president's much-publicized hostility towards Brexit. And some in London regard Mr. Macron's move as a preemptive strike against US President Joe Biden in case he attempts to take the credit. Mr. Macron yesterday explained, "Our resolution proposal aims to define a safe zone in Kabul, under UN control, which would allow humanitarian operations to continue. The plan was about protecting these threatened Afghans and getting them out of the country in the coming days or weeks." Taliban forces have taken up position in Kabul airport and are ready to take full control as early as this weekend, as soon as US forces leave, two senior Taliban figures said on Friday. One senior commander said Taliban forces had taken over most of the airport, just not a small part where the Americans still are. A second official said the forces were ready to take full control, adding, "It's just a matter of some more time. As soon as the Americans leave, they just have to give us the signal and we will then take over," he said. This can be done as early as this weekend. No comment was immediately available from the Taliban's official spokesman. He continued, "We will see if this can be done through the capital civilian airport or through neighboring countries. I cannot see who could oppose enabling the safety of humanitarian operations." London told Politico the draft resolution had been under negotiation among Security Council members over the weekend with the aim of adopting it early this week. Bulletins suggested, Macron's early move is seen by some in London as a preemptive strike against the US. It added, "There are fears in some quarters that Biden might claim credit for an initiative they said has been led by the UK and France," one government official told Playbook. In other news, Boris Johnson's ambitions to turn Britain into a global shipping hub have received a massive boost after it was revealed the Duke of Northumberland has teamed up with Legal & General to fund an ambitious super port in Teesside. Matt Vickers, MP for nearby Stockton South, has hailed the news as proof that investors were queuing round the block to back independent and sovereign Britain. JP Morgan is advising the consortium, which is expected to table an initial offer in early September prior to a second round and final binding bids by the end of 2021, sources close to the deal told that. Investment bank RBC is running the sale for PD Ports, which has 1,300 staff and 12 UK sites. Pensions giant Legal & General's involvement comes after Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Chancellor Rishi Sunak wrote to major institutional investors urging them to back British projects. Teesside Mayor Ben Huchin has vowed to create thousands of jobs by overhauling 4,500 acres of land on Teesside, including the former SSI Steelworks, which is now owned by the South Tees Development Corporation, SDDC. Mr. Vickers told, "Investors are queuing round the block to take advantage of an independent and sovereign Britain." The new Teesside Freeport is a perfect example of this and is a big post-Brexit win for the North East. It will provide tens of thousands of quality jobs and direct billions of pounds of investment to the region. Mr. Vickers, whose seat is an archetypal red wall constituency of the sort that Tories will be hoping to hang on to next time round, added, "It's fantastic that the government and investors recognise the amount of untapped potential Teesside has to offer." On top of the relocation of Treasury jobs to Darlington, gone are the days where decision makers and investments were focused solely in London and the South. He stressed, successive governments have bandied about the idea of the Northern Powerhouse, but now we're finally seeing this talk being put into action. With a driven and ambitious mayor in Ben Huchin and an abundance of new Conservative MPs in the region fighting hard for jobs, opportunities and investment, the future for Teesside and the North East has never looked brighter. Teesside